This year's Orchestra Council President was Aaron Estes, the Secretary was Sharon Gray for the first semester, until she left. And librarian is Maria Horta and Crystal Siegel and Abby Duval and Duval in the second period. The orchestra leadership for first semester stand up, or this year. Orchestra leadership this year is Crystal, Maria, Mariel, our Vice President, Hernandez. We got these wonderful rollers for fine days. Now you guys can't break my batons anymore. That's our orchestra leadership team for last year. Now we're going to introduce the leadership team for this year. For next year, year 2000, the Millennium Leadership Team. Yeah. Please come up, your name is called. President Walter Simonson. Vice President David Costa. Secretary Michelle Ryer. We will do drum leaders later. And color guard captains later. Section leaders for the food, Suzanne Salazar. Clarinet section leader, Joy Lamont, assisted by Leanne Bechtel. Saxophone section leader, Nick Lucas. Trumpet section leader, Walter Simonson. Mid-horn section leader, Jessica Hansen. Baritone section leader, Colin Hunter. Tuba section leader, Ryan Wirtz. Battery section leader, Randy Shepard. Your woodwind sergeant will be Bryn Huntington. And your wax sergeant will be Walter Simonson. Okay, the pit section leaders for next year is a interesting dichotomy this year where we have two pit section leaders and they're going to split responsibilities between marching band and wind ensemble, and they're going to alternate semesters. And those are two future music majors, Allison Abrams and Jeremy Moore. The Orchestra Council is President Mariel Hernandez. VP Crystal Ziegel. And my librarians, at least three, and probably another one, Amberly Code, Abby Duval, Christian Wimber, and there's another one that I don't remember. And Emily Patton, that's right. Our librarians for all the music that we have. category. And unfortunately, we can't give out. We can't give out 100 of them. So somebody has to get them. Outstanding junior among several possibilities, Mariel Hernandez. And the outstanding senior for orchestra this year, 1999. Super M, Maria Huerta. Okay, I think the color guard always have a little something here. Hey, H up here.
Okay, keeping in the tradition that was started a few years ago, we need to have the 7 open guard seniors come up here. And I would first like to thank Frank for the unique design of these uniforms this year. And next year, I'll beat you back sometime.
No, it's time to change today.
We get this, did you pull this in the last? How about the hard work these moms put into this? two drum majors and the color guard captain for this year. We'd like to present them with special plaques for their hard work and dedication for this school year. Kimberly High, Joe Owens, and Sharon Fox. A couple years ago that we felt we needed to add it as part of the awards process and part of the top 6 awards. We call that the Director's Award, and we'd like to give that award to the one person who we really can't live without. This person who gets this award is kind of like our right-hand person, and does a lot of work for us, oftentimes without a lot of thanks and appreciation, but probably spends hundreds of hours each year doing extra things for both Mr. Hammond and myself. And I have to say that Michelle Ryder really deserves She's been working since March for these awards and for tonight. She's worked for us. We're very grateful to have her. The Visual Arts Award goes to the person with the most, well, everything, dedication, work ethic, performance skills, 4 years of dedication to the color guard program. Ms. Shannon Fox. Okay, the Louis Armstrong Jazz Award. Alrighty. Needless to say, National Jazz Award, very prestigious honor. I myself got this when I was a high school senior, and it's an ongoing thing. And this year's winner is not only worthy, but the first time on this instrument that we've had this in 10 years, and that is none other than Mr. Walter Simonson. Somebody who's given unlimited hours of service and dedication and performance ability to the orchestra. Has to go to Maria Huerta. And the John Philip Sousa Award. Like Mr. Robbins, I too received this award in high school. My wife received the award at the high school she went to. We got twins. It's still an honor, man. But get a little pin, put on your jacket, get a certificate, set, and get this nice paperweight. Looks like John Philip Sousa. What can we say? Mr. Belisario Rios. Okay, I wanted to thank, first of all the parents and all of the students. I want to thank all the parents, students this year for all their support. Wanted to thank especially the
lot of thinking for me to make this decision, but I realized that for me to have a successful family life that includes kids in the future and so forth, I really need to be able to have the time to spend with my family and my kids and to have my own program. This is one of the most difficult decisions I've ever had to make because this is the best program I've ever worked with. The parents, like I said, the students, the faculty, the administration. And I really want to thank John for giving me the opportunity for being here for 3 years. And it's difficult for me to say goodbye, but thank you very much.
I'm going to read you the question, and I'll read you the answer, and then we'll recognize that person with a $1,000 scholarship. $1,000 scholarship, the boosters aren't quite as giving with spend as you want. We'll go directly to their designated school as part of the scholarship. So. The MVHS instrumental music program is an part of your high school experience. The program strives to give each student the understanding of working for a common goal, commitment, and always challenging yourself to be the best you can be. The words discipline, integrity, and to lead by example model the character of a successful competitor. All this is and more is a part of what competition is all about. What does competing mean to you? Is it important to win? How will this relate to your life after high school? What lifelong skills did you gain from your experience in one of the best performing groups in the country? Not one of the best in the country. This is the winner for the 1999 scholarship. Some of the most focused times of my life have been in those few short moments just before competition. It is in those moments that all the lessons learned, all the practices endured, and all the weekends vanished become valuable. They run through your mind, screaming for recognition. Hopes and fears crowd into your mind as well, jostling for rank. At first there's a moment of panic as you try to understand the myriad thoughts and impressions that pound into your sweaty skull. Many people form small groups wishing each other luck, but I have always had to stand alone and clear my head. There's a defining instance when all the emotions vanish and there's a sudden and vital clarity. You become aware you are about to go out into the field and perform. You know what must be done, and that you can depend on those around you to know what they have to do. All the madness washes away, and you turn inwards, finding the determination and the confidence that the organization has instilled in you. About this time, you enter the field. Maybe you roll onto it, maybe you march, maybe you push, walk, or ride. But however you enter it, you and those 200 others enter as one. This is what competition has always meant to me. To me, the most important aspect has never been victory. I find that the essence of competition occurs long before the awards. To hear the men throwing their souls out into the field. To see the color guard giving life and expression to the drill, and hear the rare sound of the massive yet clean drum line. These things make competition worthwhile. There's a definition of competition that our instructors later show us, and that is ultimately the key to success in competition. Competition is giving everything that I can to my performance. Competition is looking at a judge and then staring him down. Competition is intensity. Mr. Hannon once told me that the point of music is to express emotion. When I entered this program, music seemed to be nothing at the time. Music seemed to be an incomprehensible language of notations and details, useless but to experts. As the years progressed, my limited musical experience was expanded. My views changed. As I matured musically, I began to feel the music and put emotion into even the small parts I play. This has also helped me to appreciate the musical expression of others and even to enjoy the art in a deeper way. I never knew how deeply the program had affected me until I began to face problems and pressures in my life. The discipline infused into me by dedicated instructors has helped me to avoid many potentially damaging situations, not to mention the work ethic it has given me. Marching band has taught me that any goal worth having is worth working for. I have been able to apply this in my schoolwork, jobs I have had, and will no doubt rely on throughout the rest of my life. Some of my most vivid memories of marching band will be the emotions that come with the competition. The sudden burst at victory and the rapid sinking feeling that comes with defeat. But I've also found that those feelings pass. Back on the bus, among your friends, or with your significant other, these emotions mean less than the overall experience. What remains the next day is an internal engine of discipline and confidence. This is what I know will affect me the rest of my life. Most people do not learn these lessons until that much later in lives, if at all. To learn about sportsmanship, discipline, teamwork in high school is an incredible lesson, and one that will continue to be valuable as I move on to college and beyond. Those words were I Am Your Orders.
yet come to another conclusion of a great year in history of high school instrumental music. On behalf of Mr. Pete Travis, Mr. Robbins, and all of our great staff members, I'd like to thank you for giving us the time, for giving us your trust that we do this from year to year to year. And why we do it? Well, you know why we do it. It's such a rush to sit in the pit when we're doing West Side Story. You get that roaring orchestra going and the audience is cheering and yelling for you. I might add, when curtain calls come on down and give the orchestra the biggest roar of applause, that makes every minute of rehearsal worth it. At marching band, you got 10, 15,000 people cheering for you just when you take the field, because they know that you're something special. That makes it worth it. It makes it worth it to see that these kids learn something about life in the 4 years that they're with us, and they take that knowledge with them on into the rest of the world and become ambassadors for work ethic, responsibility, and dedication to the next people. That's why we do this, and that's why we will do it for many years to come. And among all the things in life that are negative or not so positive, what these kids do certainly is something that talks about what's good with America. So this gives these young men and women a great